Él te me decía que tenía 34 años. Pues yo conocí cuando él vino ahí de la mamadera. Ahí fue donde lo conocí. Y cuando él vino aquí a la casa. Yo tenía, cuando salí a estudiar, tenía como 11 años. Ahí fue donde los casamos. Él fue el que me dejó con el 4 meses de embarazo. Él decía que no era hijo de él. Ujú.
Erika, ¿verdad? Sí, todavía no sale leche.
Solo así, pero pura agüita.
Una ralita, va, está bien. Si perdemos el ultrasonido, perdemos la edad del bebé, no sabemos cuánto tiempo tiene. Entonces, lo andan cargando, se lo muestran al médico y le dicen que se los devuelva, ¿va? Para no perderlo. Y a la próxima necesito que traiga todo.
Una niña ya tiene que lidiar con un niño. Entonces ella es como que estuviera jugando con muñecas, ¿verdad? Entonces eso para mí es chocante.
Una niña menor de 14 años, las niñas son fáciles de persuadir, están en total vulnerabilidad, tanto de la violencia sexual como de decidir tener una pareja.
For our project, we decided to do child brides. Females in America are entitled to a public education up until at least the age of 16 and many years after, but we have that choice. The culture in America allows young girls to fulfill their lives as youth as every young girl should. Millions of girls around the world do not have that privilege or a human right to education. In many instances, the reason for the lack of education is the action of making young girls into child brides. It is deeper than just getting married at a young age. It is a continuation of parents selling their children to grown men for an abundance of money for their families. Most of the time, these child brides come from families of poverty, where they do not have the choice in the matter whatsoever. This forces the young girls to be subjected to sexual assault and sexual violence. They also have a shortage against being a child. Therefore, they are forced to become women without proper maturity, mentally and physically. The history of the act of child marriage stems from the idea of gender equality. Therefore, girls and women are seen as inferior to men.
More than half of girls from the poorest families in developing worlds are married as children.
Over 700 million women were child brides.
12 million girls each year are married into their childhood.
Central African Republic and Bangladesh have the highest rate of child brides married at age 15. Niger and Chad have the highest rate married at 18. What most forget to realize is that these girls, being married so young, are expected to have children shortly after being married, but their bodies are not old enough or mature enough to mentally and physically take the strain.
I'm telling you my sister's story because it's something I've been worried about. Her favorite subject is math. She was 14 years old when a man came to see my father. He offered my father cola nuts and 60 cedis to marry my sister. My father agreed because he doesn't have the money to send us to school. Now my sister just sits and waits for the date she's going to marry. she would have children and will not be able to take care of them, and they won't be educated. She knows that she will suffer and become old before her time. My life could have been the same, but then someone in my community helped get the support I needed to stay in school. I'm telling you this story so that I can help my sister out of this situation. If she gets support, she'll be able to go back to school. And one day my father will be proud of me and my sister. She'll become a nurse, either a nurse or an engineer.
One way that this problem can be resolved or solved is through much advocating for those who are affected and education towards those who are ignorant to the topic. Also, creating more opportunities for young girls to have other options, such as an education or other fields that serve as a buffer between marriage and childhood, while still earning money for their families. More specifically, designing a program within America that pertains to the issues internationally.
This program will most likely be a nonprofit with donors and volunteers that are willing to provide the proper resources needed to help resolve the issue. In theory, this program will most likely be funded by the help of the government-issued grants and private donors. One of the missions of the programs would be to privately incorporate the parents of their daughters who are susceptible to the possibility of becoming a child bride and educate them on potential risks and dangers that could occur. Create an environment that is safe and healthy for young girls while still being respectful of the culture can be tricky, but not impossible.
As of now, marriages of young girls are still taking place all over the globe. With every girl that is married, that is one less child allowed a basic education.